Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. This article comes to you guys from Phone Arena. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So Verizon's Consumer Group CEO takes a huge step towards improving the company and the industry. That's been a goal of Sampath's, just his own views and his own goals, right? Everybody has their own opinions and own goals. And he admitted at one of the conferences a while back that he has a lot to fix on the consumer side for Verizon. So recently, behind the scenes, I've been testing Verizon's network. You guys will see more on that in future content. Just for you guys, so you're aware, Verizon will be going with me next week to Vegas and Phoenix. So we're going to be doing some testing there. But what I can say for my market today, which I've been testing for about a few hours now. So to put it in perspective, El Paso is not a huge market in terms of pops, but it ranks number one for the amount of users, like the average data usage per user. Verizon ranks number one in El Paso out of any top 100 market. So there's a lot of usage going on here, right? It's not just the Verizon user, then you got prepaid, and then you got the cable spectrum here that's heavily using the network as well. So Verizon has a lot of mid-band on air. I will say it's a lot. It's continuous now. It's on most sites in the area that I frequent today. The sites that don't have the mid-band yet, it's rough. I won't sugarcoat. It's a rough experience, right? It's a roller coaster. Some of them you get lucky. Some of them you get 50, 60. Others you might only be sitting on 10, 20, some 6 megabits per second. So I think by the end of this year, and probably the first half of next year, that should be a thing of the past. All sites here should have C-band at that point. At least that's what I'm seeing in the permits. There's a lot of permits going in. And I think that is the biggest leap that Verizon is going to make in terms of improvements. I know customer service was a bad point, and there were some other things that some people didn't like, and then, of course, pricing and all that. But once they have mid-band everywhere and they densify and they tweak and optimize and they get the right power levels and they add the one fiber on all sites, they're still doing that on some towers here. I've seen permits for that. Once they get all that humming and on the same sheet of music, the network's going to be great, right? Because then once that's completed, then that's followed by SA. It's followed by voice over NR. It's followed by slicing. All of that will follow. It's almost like a domino effect. All of that will follow once they get mid-band and all the upgraded radios onto the sites. That's when you get the N66, the low-band NR piece, and everything else, right? So Sampath has taken the necessary steps, but the network was always the piece that I felt they needed the most. For everything else to work, right, to please customers, to have better customer service, to have a lower churn, all of that starts with the network. And the mid-band took a while for them to get it out. They were on pace. They were on a good pace, but then they slowed down, at least here. But now they're picking it back up and they're looking to finish. So that's a good thing. So that should be a very, very fast network once it's done here, from what I can tell. So far, I'm getting 5, 6, 7, 800 megabits on most of the sectors that I'm testing, and it's continuous, right? It's a good RSRP because they have a tight grid. It's dense, so no problems there. Like I said, it's just the issues now are the sites that don't have it need to get it, and then I think the rest will handle itself, right? So Verizon's making improvements across the board. They're getting better. They're investing heavy. That will lead to growth on FWA, further growth on FWA, because now more mid-band is going out. That means more houses will qualify in apartments, and the network will get a better rating and a better score from the average consumer. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Peace.